はもう死んでいる。何？
Get very excited today, guys, because Scott has released information on things FNaF related that are coming out in 2019. We got new games, we got new books, we got more movie news, and a little bit extra. So strap in, because it's about to get freaky. Let's just see what's happening in 2019. Upcoming projects mega thread updated November 12th of 2018. Hey everyone, I've been promising an update, so here it is. There are a lot of great things being worked on, and most of them will arrive next year in 2019, including new ports, new games, and new books. The movie progress is still slow, but that's okay because I want to get it right. Everything else, however, is moving full speed ahead. Movie news. Five Nights at Freddy's, the first movie, new script being worked on. Okay guys, I had to write a new... Movie news. Five Nights at Freddy's, first movie, new script being worked on. Okay guys, I had a script written, Jason liked it, and Chris liked it too, but I tossed it. I had a different idea for it, and one that I like better. I take responsibility for this delay, it's my fault. That does 100% prove that the movie is going to be delayed. Not by very long, actually, not like a long time, but probably 2020, 2021 definitely seems like a good release date. Expectancy now, since they have to write a new script, it seems like 2021 is going to be the expected release. At least that's what I'm guessing. It's been a real challenge for everyone, including myself, to come up with a good screenplay for this, but I'm determined to find the right story. I'm sticking to what I've always said, either the right movie gets made, or no movie. I hate delaying a project that's already seen so many delays, but I have to go with my instincts on what I think will be exciting and interesting, and what I think the fan base will really want to see. If that means that I have to start over 10 more times, then that's what I'm going to do. The good thing is that each attempt gets better and better, in my opinion. So, despite the delays, it's going in the right direction. I do think it's great that Scott's looking to see, or making the movie for the fan base, and basing the movie off what the fan base wants to see, but at the same time, he needs to make it understandable for newcomers to the franchise, because believe it or not, there are still people out there that don't know what FNaF is, and if they come to the movies to watch this movie, and only the people in the fan base will know what's happening, it's not going to be good for the newcomers, because they won't understand anything, and that's not going to be a good movie. It's not going to be good reviews for newcomers, and it's also going to lose money. Now, I doubt that's what's on Scott's mind, but that is what's on the mind of the creators, because that's just how creators are. They're looking to see what will get them money, and personally, and I think basically, if they make it just for the fan base, they're going to lose money. Now, I personally really want to see a good movie for the fan base, but I also want it to do well in both reviews and actual quality. One thing that most of you might want to know is that the movie and sequels, I hope, will take place in the universe of FNaF 1 through 3 only. The games after FNaF 3 will not exist in the movie universe. Like it or hate it, I felt that this is the best portion of the storyline to really focus in on. While it may seem weird to stop at 3, it actually makes sense because that's where FNaF was originally going to stop after FNaF 3. I do feel like there should be a movie at least for every game, but A, that's a lot of movies, and it's going to take a long time, and people will probably be bored of FNaF by then, and it's probably going to not make as much money if they just keep making movies. I know I keep referencing money, but you gotta keep in mind that's what movie companies are trying to do. They're trying to make money off their movies. But I think ending at FNaF 3 is a good place to end, even though some major parts are explained and happen in later parts of the game, such as the Bite of 87, Bite of 83. Actually, no, Bite of 87 takes place in FNaF 2. Bite of 83, the murder of... Actually, no, that takes place during FNaF 1. Even though there are a lot of things, like the burning of... what's it called? Pizza Sim, and also, you know, like Henry, when he dies, Afton, when he goes into Ultimate Custom Night to go to Purgatory. Those are important parts, but, you know, we have the games to go off of. So we don't need a movie for every game. Well, that should happen. A, it's too much, and B, you know, be wasting money. And it wouldn't be earning that money back, because again, it's too much. I think it is good to end at FNaF 3, though. Even though I just said why it shouldn't, I do think it's a good place to end, because that's where the series was going to end originally. Alright, now we got game projects. The FNaF VR game is 40% complete. That is actually really, really good progress. It's nearly halfway done. This game is looking terrific. At first I thought that said terrible. I'm working with a company called Steel Wool to bring the VR game to life, and these guys are making some crazy stuff. If you liked repairing Funtime Freddy up close in sister location, just wait until you try to do something like that in virtual reality up close, personal, with these huge animatronics that are just one mistake away from jump scaring you. I refused to test it the first time and had my son Brayden test it instead. The repair section is one small part of the game, and for the first time you're going to get to see an actual stage performance from the classic band. Oh, that's awesome. First things first, I'm super excited we get to see a performance of the characters. That's like one of the main things I've wanted out of this series. It's really stupid to ask, but I personally am really, really interested in seeing that. But that little section of text right there actually gives us a lot to work with. It shows that it's not just going to be a VR game for the first game. It's not just going to be for sister location, because why would he skip all the other games? My guess is it's going to be a combination of all the games. And he mentions there that the characters are huge, and, you know, there are jump scares. So it's going to be absolutely incredible to go through what I presume to be every game, doing small mini-games. I don't think it will be... Actually, it might be the games just in virtual reality, but at the same time, it may be just like small little mini-games or entirely new things just based on the characters and events that happen in the games. But it is going to be super cool to see what the VR game has to come in 2019, and I am definitely going to have to get myself a VR headset to experience it. FNaF Augmented Reality is 10% complete. The AR game is well underway, and while I'm not going to reveal any gameplay details yet, I will say that the impending doom of something haunting you will keep you up at night. Well, it doesn't give us much information to work with, but it is going to be an augmented reality game, so we could take a few guesses. If you don't know what augmented reality is, basically, if you picture Pokemon Go, get rid of everything that involves that, and just imagine seeing something on your screen of your phone, and in the background is what's in real life. So, like, imagine, like, pretend this is your phone. If you have your phone, watch this video on your phone. Pretend there's a little Freddy right here, and the background is everything else that your camera's picking up. That's what augmented reality is. It displays something on your phone to make it look like it's actually in real life. My guess is you're going to be like scanning around trying to find the characters, and I don't know, maybe there's buttons you can press on your phone to close doors. Maybe you've got a flashlight that you can turn on. Maybe there's different levels with the different characters. You know, like there's a FNaF 1 section and you're looking for the FNaF 1 characters. Or maybe there's a FNaF 4 section with the Nightmare characters. I don't know, he doesn't give us much information to go off of, but that's my guess. Five Nights at Freddy's Into Madness. This is the next game that I want to work on myself someday. A compilation of several previous gameplay ideas in the same vein as Update 2. Just a free game for the fanbase. There isn't a guarantee that it will happen though. I'm still recovering from the first 4 years. Now, according to Scott's text, there isn't a 100% guarantee that FNaF Into Madness is going to happen. I haven't seen Lewis's video yet, but based on the title and thumbnail for his videos on this, he makes it seem like it's going to happen. But if you read his text, he's clearly deciding whether or not he wants to make a game, another FNaF game. Now, of course, he's not over FNaF. It's just, he doesn't know if he's going to make it for certain. And until I see that progress bar percentage thing reach 1 or more, I'm not gonna get into FNaF Into Madness. Because I don't want to get my hopes up, I don't want to get your guys' hopes up that there's going to be a next game coming out until it's 100% guaranteed. He also doesn't say at all really what it's going to be about, besides he's going to be mixing in different gameplay features that he didn't get to use in the actual games. Maybe he'll bring back the toxic meter from FNaF 2, maybe he'll bring back the original lives counter from the first and second game. Maybe was that going to be in the third game? I can't remember. Maybe he's just gonna like juggle around some different gameplay features and see, you know, how they combine to make a game. But there's no guarantee it's gonna happen, so I'm not gonna get my hopes up. But if it does happen, got another game to look forward to. Console ports is 20% complete. I'm working closely with the people at Click Team to create new, improved HD ports of all the original games. They will be released on Android, iOS, the Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation. That's a lot. So ports of the games have already been released on iOS and Android. FNaF 1 through 4, and then also Sister Location, I know for a fact it's on iOS. I don't know if it's on Android. But the fact that it's going to be coming to the Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation, he didn't say which Xbox or which PlayStation, he just said Xbox and PlayStation. Hopefully he releases it for the 360, so then I can play it, because that's the only Xbox I've got. But he says all the original games. Original games may mean just 1 through 4, seeing as people refer to those as the original, or it could be all the games. 1 through 4, I don't think he's going to do FNaF World, just saying. FNaF 1 through 4, and also Sister Location through Ultimate Custom Night. Even though I don't think it's going to be possible to make ports for Ultimate Custom Night, because there's so many controls. I do think he could fit it into a file, you know, with all the characters, with all the mechanics, but I just don't think there's enough buttons on console controllers, or there's going to be enough room on phones to have enough controls for Custom Night. But those are hopefully going to be coming in 2019, so get your consoles ready for Freddy. And finally, AAA game has not been completed. Actually, it hasn't even been worked on yet. There was a big deal in the works to create an incredible, big-budget game. I can't reveal any details yet, as this project is still in its planning stages, but I'm working closely with the studio involved to ensure that it delivers what, I think, FNaF fans will want to see. This is very intriguing because he says what FNaF fans will want to see. And in my opinion, the one thing people have been asking for since FNaF 2 is Fredbear's Family Diner. Do I think it's going to be 100%? Am I 100% certain it's going to be Fredbear's Family Diner, and we're going to be playing in it, we're going to explore it, we're going to see Fredbear and Spring Bonnie, and the Pope guy, and the history of why he's murdering? No. But there's a chance. Just because he says what the FNaF community wants to see, makes it seem like it's going to be FNaF Origins, but at the same time, it may or may not be that. He may want to do something bigger and better with a AAA game, because it is a AAA game. It's a big budget game, and FNaF, as big as it is, it's only a small indie game. It's only a point-and-click horror, jump scare game. It's not a big AAA, I don't know, it's got a whole company behind it. It's just this one guy at home making games for fun. But it would be cool to see a AAA game for FNaF. That would be its maximum peak. That and the movie, once they come out, if the AAA game comes out, that's going to be the peak of FNaF. And I really hope that they can get a AAA game out of FNaF. I really do. And finally, we have the new FNaF book series, which is 20% done. There was a new line of books on the way from Scholastic. This will be very different from the original book series, as it will be a collection of short horror stories that takes place in the FNaF universe. The series will launch with 5 books, each containing 3 different short stories with unique characters and plot lines, some connected directly to the games, and some not. That's enough for now. Time for more coffee. I am really excited for these new books. Even though they're not directly FNaF, it's still taking place in the same universe, and I'm interested to see what Scott comes up with for these short stories. Maybe there'll be, characters speculating what happened with the 5 children incident, or maybe it'll be something completely new that happens in Hurricane, Utah. Maybe it's not even in Hurricane, maybe it's in China, or maybe it's in, Greenland, or someplace completely unique. Actually, those are 2 really real locations. Maybe it's just exotic places with exotic butters. Maybe we'll get the backstory of exotic butters. I don't know. I'm just interested to see what short horror stories Scott can come up with that exist in the same universe. Maybe there's a whole new pizza chain different than Fredbear's and Freddy's. Maybe there's maybe there's Pandora's Pan Pizza Palace and there's horror stories there. I don't know, I'm just making up weird stuff. But, that's what it's going to be about. Cool, creepy things happening in the FNaF book universe. And I'm excited to see what they're going to be. He did say that there's going to be 5 books total. So that's, 10 books total? Yeah, because you got the first 3, and then the 2 spin-offs, and then there's more. These extra 5, that's 10 books. That's going to be super good. And I can't wait to see what they're like. But for now, that is all the FNaF news we have. 4 FNaF things coming out in 2019, and I am really looking forward to it. It seems like FNaF's making a comeback. People thought it was over. It's only just begun. So thank you everyone so much for watching, and keep your eye out in 2019. We'll hopefully be playing some of these games, and and it's going to be a very fun time. So thank everyone so much for watching, and I will see you all on the flip on the flip side. Goodbye.